Radio Rahim with Tyson Fury. First of all, thank you for that media workout.
Yes.
That was like a full
Training session.
We don't get to see that very often.
People come and they just go, ta, 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 ta.
Yeah.
They fuck around. I was in here today. We did 8 rounds of proper boxing like I do at home. We did a few sit-ups, a few hundred sit-ups, a bit of a stretch off. We had fun.
And that was what occurred to me, because I got to tell you, I wasn't sure that I believed you when you were saying, well, I'm just not the same guy in retirement and this is where my joy is. But the kind of glee that was in your face and the fun you guys were having in there.
Having fun.
This is a new chapter. By definition, you've put a bookend on it.
Have you ever seen a man nearly 20 stone, 275 pounds move like that? That's amazing. That's amazing.
We've seen the ferocity of Tyson Fury against Wilder most recently.
Yeah.
Is this a new chapter? I mean, you guys are not mortal enemies. Is this a fun fight for you? Is this what do we see in Saturday night? The fun or the furious?
You're going to see him just Del Boy get knocked spark out. I'm not playing games. This is not fun and games for me. This is strictly business, this next fight. You know, we can be friendly out here and shake hands and have fun and push each other. Great. Go for a beer, go for a burger afterwards. But then there's no friends. It's me or him, do or die. And that's as serious as it gets.
Now, again, you guys have faced each other twice already, and you've said, oh, well, we're different guys. It's been 11 years. Do you feel that he's better now than he was then? There's certainly an argument to say the same for you.
Yeah, I think both fighters have come on a lot, but I think the outcome will be the same. I'll beat him again, for sure, because all I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Now, recently you've talked about, well, you know, my feet are a little bit slower.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be on my toes and moving around. I don't know if that's just a bit of misdirection, or can you honestly say that maybe the age and the time in the ring has slowed you down a bit? Are you a more vulnerable Fury than we've seen in the past?
Yeah, I think so. I think at the age of 34, burning a candle both ends for a long time. You can ask Roy Jones how his reflexes were at 34. Ask anybody, Sugar Ray Leonard, any reflex fighter, they'll tell you that their reflexes slowed down quite a bit at the age of 34, for sure.
Now, once fighters start to slow down or see other opportunities, we've seen you in the WWE ring. We've seen you take other options. This bare-knuckle conversation has arisen recently. I know that is maybe more in keeping with the gypsy tradition even than gloved boxing. You see yourself fighting bare-knuckle one day?
I'd fight Joshua bare-knuckle if the money was right. Considering that we can't do it in there as gentlemen, maybe we can do it in a bare-knuckle arena.
You throw a challenge to Joshua. Bare-knuckle brawling is brutal. Right now?
Bare-knuckle, what we do is dip our hands in glue, then dip them in glass, like Tom Poe did in the kickboxer, and then we fight like old-fashioned men in there under London Prize Royal rings, like that. No rounds until one man says, done.
Yeah, that sounds like a fight to the death.
It's a gruesome fight. It will be an awesome fight. There were blood and guts everywhere. However, who's going to pay for it? Who's going to put the money up?
Well, you've also...
Somebody needs to get on that phone if they want to see that fight happen. Like I said, hands in glue, then in glass, and then we fight to the end. Show us the money. Like he said in Jerry Maguire, show me the money.
Well, it is a gruesome fight, and you've put your own father up for this type of bare-knuckle brawl against Jake Paul.
I would love to see me dad and Jake Paul have a bare-knuckle fight. Why not?
You think your father at 58 is going to beat Jake Paul?
100%. 100%. He would rip the grandmother out of Jake Paul. Not a problem.
We just saw Paul beat a 50-year-old goat. How does Big John beat Paul at this age?
Get the fight on and he'll show you.
Now, I love this Paul.
Jake Paul ain't man enough to fight somebody like me dad, even at nearly 60. He ain't man enough for it.
I love this Paul.
Rip the blonde hair right out of his head and feed it to him. He ain't man enough.
The Paul Fury rivalry makes good entertainment for me. We just saw Logan in the WWE. Yeah. Well, what did you make of his performance?
To be honest with you, I didn't see it, but I have heard that he did good and he's had good reviews. So yeah, pretty good, awesome. If the guy's going to do wrestling, good luck. Maybe see him in the WWE one day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would you put that challenge out?
Yeah, whatever. Listen, I'm good. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Lastly, Fury, this the World Cup's on right now. We got England and Wales playing tonight. What's your prediction there, and who wins the World Cup overall?
Well, obviously, I think England have to win tonight. It's a must-win. And, they had a tough game last time against USA. USA are surprisingly good. They have a lot of energy, a lot of young players, and they're hungry. So I think USA can be a handful for anybody. If they get through the knockout stage, through these group stages, if they beat Iran tonight, they'll probably go through. I think USA are a handful for anybody. However, I'd love to see England win the first Winter World Cup, obviously. It's coming home. It's coming.
Wait, hold on. Are you predicting USA wins the World Cup?
I'm not predicting USA wins the World Cup, but I'm predicting USA get out of the group stages and are involved in an absolute battle at the knockout stages, for sure.
And lastly, you seem to be taking fights at one-offs right now. This was the fight you wanted to return to boxing, but what excites you about making the next fight? I know Usyk means nothing to you, legacy means nothing to you. What is the criteria by which Fury decides to get in the ring with somebody?
I'd like to do a Bum a Month campaign, like Joe Lewis did back in the day. I've been talking about it for about 8 years, so that would be 12 fights in 1 year. Yeah. Whether doesn't matter who they are, where they're from, doesn't matter. We just travel all over doing the Tyson Fury roadshow and get on the road from continent to continent and just keep fighting. That excites me. The late great Emmanuel Stewart was excited about this.
That's true,
and he was very excited about getting on the road and going to Antarctica, to all those people who ain't got nothing to go out and watch, go to Australia, go to China, go all over and do these big fights. Because the heavyweight champions Vladimir wasn't willing to go to all these destinations, but I am. I will go to Antarctica, do a fight. I will go down under. I will go to Indonesia. Why can't we do this? And I've got my guy, Spencer Brown. He could definitely put this together.
I love this idea. I'm putting myself forward right now. I'm be ringside, doing the commentary and in the ring, interviewing you after. Thank you for this time. Thank you for a great workout. See you Saturday night. Radio Rahim with Tyson Fury.